Good morning. This is Bang Bang Ray Hill. Please press the like button and subscribe. Um, as you all know, I was with Jimmy Tippett, yeah, from Lewisham, well from Hayes actually. He lives in Hayes, but sometimes when there's jobs used to be out of London, Middlesex areas, I used to take them. I used to come back to see my pal, well, a couple of my pals actually, and go work with them, yeah. But one of my pals, a guy called, I used to call him the Wolf Man. He had a beard, long hair, big guy, very agile for a big man like him. 19 stone, maybe a little bit more. Big, 6'4", 6'5", but very agile. Yeah, but this man, he could really march on. You know what I mean? And the thing that he had better than anybody I've ever known. He used to nut people, hit people with his head, and knock them spark out. Yeah, but he was with me. He was uh, uh, also an enforcer, and we used to go together, me and him sometimes. But Jimmy told us about a bit of work in Middlesex. I ain't turned the area, but it was in Middlesex, and me and Will, we drove round to see these people here. They lived in a block of flats, but this block of flats was like really private. You had to go through big gates to get in, so we had to ring the bell to get in. The way we had to do it was ring the bell, but for someone else to let us through, not the people we had to go and see, yeah? So we made some excuse to go in. And he's as big as an elf. I mean, he walked in. He had the duck under the door. I swear, he was big. Anybody ever seen a giant Astax, the wrestler? Yeah, but he was like that, the Wolfman. He was massive, mate. Big man. Yeah, and we went upstairs to see these people, and we knew exactly where they lived, what number the house was, where they lived, everything. Yeah, but we got let in by someone. Let us in. Walked upstairs. Got on the bell. These people come to the door. There was four guys in there. We went in there, had a chat. My mate, the Wolfman, he didn't say too much. He didn't have to say too much. He's really big, really intimidating, and you could see the guys were a bit like didn't know what to do about it. Yeah, and all of a sudden, one guy said to me, like, wants to talk to me in the bedroom. I goes in the bedroom and he pulls an hand thing out of me, right? He pulls his hand thing, but not straight away. He pulls it from the wardrobe. He goes to the wardrobe saying that he's going to pick it out of the wardrobe and give me some money. He pulls it on me, right? He pulls it, as he pulls it to me, crash. I've hit him on the chin, right? I tell you what, it was lucky really that I never got killed. It was a big gun. It was a 38 Smith & Wesson 5-shot, yeah? Silver one with a black handle, I'll never forget it, yeah? I mean, I was lucky never to get killed, yeah? I mean, I hit him on the chin and he fell to the floor. I mean, if I'd have hit him on the chin, he didn't. I mean, I could have got killed, yeah? Anyway, I hit him on the chin. He fell to the floor. I really give him some grief. I smashed him all around the place with the hammer, with the hammer, with the gun, with the butt of the gun. I smashed him all around the gaff, yeah? Took the safety catch off, smashed him everywhere. I really did do a good job on him, yeah? And I went on through the wardrobe and I got a case in there with some money in it, took the money outside, went through the door, and two of the guys that was there, actually was four guys, mate, let me tell you something, mate. The big guy, right, the wolf man, he can nut guys, he can nut. I've never seen a guy who's a nut like that, yeah. He nutted this guy, he shot across the room, mate. Right, and then he stinged into these people. I shot at the front. I shot at the front door with the bag with the bag all the money in it. I knew that he was okay. He's sweet, yeah. Listen, they didn't want to know, mate. But the one that he done with the nut, he just went flying. The others just shit themselves, yeah. But we had to get out of the house. I'm running down the stairs. As I'm running down the stairs, because of all the noise we were making, all the people in his private block of flats were opening the doors, looking at me and slamming their door. But as I come behind me, the big fella is also behind me, chasing me and running behind me, yeah. And there's people running behind him with hand things, yeah. And he's firing these things at us, yeah. I tell you what, how we never got hit and killed, or whatever, I don't know. They must be the worst shots in the world. They'll never be good as cowboys. I tell you that now, yeah. And they missed us, sir. And these women were shutting doors, slamming doors. Men were slamming doors, shutting doors, and all this, that, and the other. We got out by the skin of our teeth, got in the car, and drove off, yeah. I'm telling you, right, there's no way in a million years, right, that we should have got out of that place. These people, either they had blanks in their gun, I don't know, but they never, they didn't, I mean, not one bullet hit us or went by. I never even heard a bullet go by us, and when they go by, you know what I mean, but I never heard nothing, yeah. So I fancied they had blanks in there. And we got away. We went to Acton, where this guy comes from, the Wolfman, massive mate, massive guy. And we had a count over the curve up, and we had a right a lot of money out of this, money that we shouldn't have even got, yeah. And we've had a right curve. Phone up Jimmy. Jimmy told me to come over to Lewisham. I went over to Lewisham, the Wolfman, see Jimmy, give Jimmy the change that he wanted, and then we had our money. Jimmy told us, said to me, "You okay?" I said, "Yeah, we've been looked after, Jim. We're okay, mate." He said, "What did you get?" I said, "I'm not selling you." I'm not selling you, but it's okay. We've got a day's wages, yeah. We had about a month's wages, you know what I mean? So we shot off, and then Jimmy phoned me up and said, "Look, we want to see you." We come back. I come back by myself and said, "Listen." He said, "Listen, I've just had a phone call from the guys at the house, one of the guys, and he said that you took a lot of money away." I said, "Yeah, well, so what, Jim? So what?" He said, "But you'll only give me X amount." I said, "Jim, come on, mate. We went in there, done what we done." He said, "Come on, Jim, don't be like that, mate." He went, "Listen, come on, give me 10 grand, and we called it a day. Give me 10 large out of that packet you got, mate. I know how much you got out of their way. Give me 10 large. Come on, mate. Don't be greedy." I went, "Okay." I said, "How much are you getting for this, Jim, anyway?" He said, "Look, listen, we got our wages, right? We got our wages. I'm going to give you your wages as well, but give me my 10 grand, yeah? That 10 grand's my 10 grand. Your wages, they paid your wages, not me, yeah? So I give him the 10 grand. He paid me and the Wolfman their wages, yeah? But the 10 grand I give him was really right. I mean, it's a liberty what I took. When I mean, liberty what I took was a liberty what I said to Jim that I never had, you know what I mean? So Jim's got a phone call from his people, anyway. But I also had Cliff Fields, yeah? This guy was a little bit bigger than Cliff, but I would say he used to work with us now and again. And when you had him and Cliff together, I don't think we needed me and Jimmy. I swear on my life, yeah. But I mean, the times I've gone with this big guy and Cliff Fields, yeah, we've gone in a 7-seater van, like a 7-seater car sort of thing. We've gone there to go and receive money or get people out of places. We went down to Brighton, me, Jimmy, the Wolfman and Cliff, yeah. Went down to Brighton to a guy called Oostrighton. I think it's Nick Oostrighton, big property guy down there. He's chucked so many people out of houses, it's unbelievable. I mean, my mate used to go to work with him, Victor Oostrighton, I think it is called. My mate Tony Lawrence was one of his main men that got rid of people out of the houses. Don't matter who they were, women with kids. You know, just used to chuck them out the houses and get good money for it, yeah. But I was down there with this, I think it's called Peter Stryton or something like that. Anyway, went down with Jimmy. Went down with the Wolfman. The Wolfman was massive, Cliff was massive. And this guy runs Brighton. And he's a top mafia, mate. He's a proper dangerous man, this guy. Oostrighton, I think it's Victor Oostrighton or Peter, anyway. And Jimmy, let me tell you something, Jimmy TIPPET was powerful, powerful man, mate, with his voice and with the way he talks to people. And Oostrighton, listen, I know Oostrighton's a very, very dangerous man, mate, very dangerous. A lot of power, a lot of money. When you got money, you can buy anything, can't you? You know what I mean? But Jimmy put it on him big time. I mean, on him big time. It looked like Jimmy was going to put one on him. I'm pleased God he didn't, you know what I mean? Because then it'd be kicked off, and then it'd be murders. I mean, you know, they'd come looking for us and we come looking for them, and it'd be in a war, you know what I mean? But Jimmy put it on him big time, and I think, not quite sure, I don't know for 100%, but I think Jimmy got a property out of that vehicle shot. We've got a big property. Jimmy gets it very quiet, you know. Jimmy's very quiet. The things he got and the things whatever. Because why would we go down? Jimmy never said too much of what was going on. They were shouting on. We were just there as bodyguards, really. I mean, three people that could really have it. Me, Cliff Fields, and this Wolfman, yeah, that could really have it, you know. We went down with Jimmy. Jimmy can have it. He had a fall, but Jimmy took him away. I heard a lot of shouting and hollering. Jimmy come back and said, "I saw what I've done what I've done." I said, what do you do? He said, "Nah," he said, "I just sort something out and I've done it." Yeah. I've got a funny feeling Jimmy, yeah, got a big bit of property out of this somewhere along the line. You know, a flat, even an house. Because this was Brighton, had loads of places in that Brighton. So I fancy Jimmy put the bully tactics. I don't think he put the bully tactics on him as such, yeah, because I mean, us three looked a bit in the mark, you know what I mean? And to have Jimmy as well, four people can all work well. I mean, Oostrighton, as I said, he had Tony Lawrence around him. Tony Lawrence, I was in prison with him. Dangerous man, mate. I mean, come on. Tony wasn't there. If Tony would have been there, I think it'd been guns are flying, bullets would have been everywhere, you know what I mean? So I was lucky. Tony knew me, mate. He wouldn't have, anyway, but Oostrighton, as I say, Oostrighton, I think Jimmy gives Jimmy a flat, and we just went back. And we done our own thing. Jimmy said that he was going to give us a few bob for what we did. He never got it. We never got the money off Jim. He was a bit. Jimmy was all right. I mean, you give me bits of work, you get well paid for it. But if Jimmy done something, you get paid. We get money, but we wouldn't get what you're supposed to get, yeah. But I've done. I mean, I've done things with Cliff. Cliff feels a very, 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 very intimidating person. The size of him. And if he hits someone on the chin, I've seen him hit a few people on the chin. I mean, we went to the house that time, and we had to get these people get them out of the house. They didn't live there. They were squatting there, yeah. And these people couldn't sell the house because they was there. They took over this squatty white poo, and it was full of black guys, yeah. And I knew it was on top when we walked in there. They give it all the blood, cluts, all that crap, yeah. Me, Cliff, and Jimmy went in there, and Cliff smashed one to pieces, mate. I mean, he really smashed him to pieces. The guy's really proved himself in a way. Cliff gave him a couple of right-handers. I give one a couple of right-handers. Jimmy just gave a couple of hooks here and there, knocked a few people out, you know. There was a few people. There was a lot of women in there, with kids as well, but they all had to go. It'd be chucked out. They was just squatting. You know, the black guys took the piss really. But we got out there easy. Really. I mean, they was all threatening us to kill us and knives and shoot us and all this, that, you know, whatever. Yeah, but we got out, yeah. But when you got people like Cliff Fields here with you, and this guy called the Wolfman, I ain't telling you his name. I mean, his name, it got mad if I tell you his name. this guy, the Wolfman, mate, he could have it. Honestly, he could really have it. He wasn't much good with his fist, but he was good with his head. He used to nut people and knock them spark out, mate. If he got hold of you, you're dead. I mean, he's like 19, 20 stone. Big 6'4". He's a big man, you know what I mean? But if he could really have it, and he's always been my mate. The only reason I'm talking about it now is because I talked to him about 2 hours ago about old times. He said, "Do you remember this and remember that?" I went, "Yeah, mate." You know what I mean? I told you. Did I ever tell you about the lorry driver? We was going down. I think it was the M3, A3 or something like that, going down in this lorry driver. We had my mate Wolfman at that time. He had a Golf. Convertible Golf, and we were driving down there. It's massive. You can't imagine these big, massive guys sitting in the front. Yeah, we were driving down there like lunatics, and this lorry. I mean, in that time, the lorries weren't governed to what they are today. I think they govern to about 55 miles an hour now, but it weren't governed then. This lorry driver was driving like a lunatic. We passed him, and you know coming over to trying to pass us, and it comes to a stage that I've said something to him, shouted at. He's gone like, "Get over there, pull over there." So we pulled over there. He's got out of the cab. My mate, the Wolfman, jumped out of the car, walked over, and crash, nutting him 3 times. But he wasn't 19.5 stone in. He was a little bit lighter. He nutted this geezer, mate. And this geezer stood up. This geezer stood it as if like it was nothing. I went, fucking hell. I've run over and I got this geezer round by the head. I wouldn't let him go, yeah? Would not let him go. This geezer's a nut, mate. I wouldn't let him go. And so the Wolfman come out and he was smashing this geezer in the rib. Wallop. And all of a sudden he leant over to the guy. He said, "See you. Do you know what I'm going to do next? I'm going to cut your bollocks off. I'm going to go over to the car. I'm going to get my knife and cut your balls off." The geezer fainted, mate. He fainted. But what happened, when I let go of him, I went crack. I hit him on the chin. He went. I mean, he just went, mate. The fear, everything. He went. If it hadn't have been for the fact that what he said, I think he'd have had a more row. The fear made him collapse. Yeah, he didn't cut him or nothing. It just wound him up. But whack. He just fell to the floor. We got back in the car, and then all his lorry drivers were chasing us. He must have got on the radio, whatever he'd done. I hadn't told him my registration or what car with me. And I wasn't driving, he was driving. Yeah? And his lorries were chasing us, mate. And there was, don't forget, they wasn't governed in 5 miles an hour. They was just going, mate. That's like lunatics, you know what I mean? And we got away, and we lived for another day. But that was a story, but not real. What really happened? Yeah, it was a lot worse than that. I was in Ealing with my mate, the Wolfman. Yeah, and there's a couple of guys that owed money. Yeah, and so I went into the house by myself. Run up the stairs to this, what I thought where they lived, yeah. I've heard all this screaming and shouting downstairs. I've come downstairs, the Wolfman's gone into this room, right, and the people are in there. He's the gold. They got hold of the Wolfman around his legs, and they won't let him go. One's kicking him in the face, and he's screaming, yeah. Ray! I come downstairs. I hit the geezer who's kicking him in the face and knocked him over. The one that's got his legs, mate. The worst thing that he ever did was get hold of him around the legs. He was, listen to me say, this geezer nearly died. I mean, the Wolfman, then, he steamed into this geezer. He was smashing him to pieces, mate. I had to pull him off. It was quite big then as well, I had to pull him off, but but the guy really got it, mate. And I thought it was going to be in plenty of shit with that one, because I think the guy, he made a mess of the guy's face, mate. He just would not stop kicking him, picking him up, smashing his head. He would not stop. Anyway, that is that. Anyway, I can go on a bit, but I won't, because I've had a few phone calls. I've got to make phone calls. Anyway, this is Bang Bang Rail. Please like and subscribe. I've got loads of stories to tell, When people phone me up, some of my pals, and tell me things, I can remember it, you know what I mean? And then I'm like, little stories come out. But anyway, this is Bang Bang Rail. Please press the like button and subscribe. And thanks very much for all the subscribers you give me. Yeah? Take care and have a nice day. Yeah?